Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and today I am up with a Panalisa design team haul. Now I've still got it all in the envelope, so I'm going to go mooching about inside. Forgive me if the camera is shaking, and I will show you what I have been sent. Right, these are glitter sticker sheets. So you can take a sheet of plain cardstock and you can make it glittery. Now that is a lovely deep vintage sort of like Valentine red. That's the way I'm going to describe that, and I'm going to get it out of the packaging and let's see if there's other colours in here. Right, let me see. All right, yes there is. So there's the red. That's a beautiful vintage pink, an aqua blue. We've got purple. I'm going to shift those along. We've got gold. There is silver. There is orange. And there's a kind of more of a sort of like dusky plum. Now, that almost looks like chocolate, doesn't it, on here? But I promise you it's not. I promise you that is not a chocolate colour. And when I come back with some projects tomorrow, obviously I'm going to be using some of this so that hopefully the photos that I take will show truer colours. So that was the first thing that I was sent. The second thing I was sent was the pastel version of the glitters, and I will get that out of the package as well. And then all of these will just go into my Panalisa box. I've got big boxes that I keep all of the dies and all the embellishments and everything else that I get from the different makers. Right, so I've got 2 sheets of this lovely pastel glitter, and if I show you the backs of them here, you can see that that piece will peel off. It's a sticker sheet. Then we've got a gorgeous sort of like creamy white. I'm trying to get it in close there so that you can see a true colour. And these are more sort of like springtime shades. I've got 2 of the lemon. I've got 2 of a more sort of, it's a daffodil sort of yellow, which you can see the comparison there. And then I've got this sort of like tropical, almost a reddy orange peach, which is very hibiscusy. That's the only way I'm going to be able to describe that. So I was sent 2 packs of glitter, and I'm starting by doing sizes first. And I've got paper pads. Now the best way for me to show these is to just place the cover down so that you can see all of the different designs. This obviously romantic is a sort of Valentine and lovey-dovey one, could also be used for weddings as well, but really lovely vintage papers. I'll open this so that we can have a quick look inside, keeping all the bags for these. And there you've got gorgeous vintage ladies so that they can be cropped for pieces of ephemera, and I think you've got 2 sheets of each. So that is the one that's on the cover there, and then you've got tickets. Try and get it the right way around. That's really lovely. And there is something I'm going to show you from Panalisa that I love so much that I paid for it. Because I wanted to make sure I was going to get it. And there's some vintage ladies. So those are all of the different designs there that you get in the romantic pack. And then this one I've shown you before, but it's in different shades, so I'm not going to get it out. And these are sort of like the alcohol ink with gold, except it's not gold, it's printed, but it does look like gold. And I have used these before, and I think I did a big mushroom card using them. But they are great if you love alcohol ink style backgrounds. And these are also great shredded into strips and used like washi tape. So I was sent that one. And then I was sent the Easter bunny pack, and you can go on Panalisa's page, her website, and you can see all of these, but I will open this one so that you can have a look at it, because who doesn't love rabbits? I do. And it's a great one for Easter. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That is so sweet. And you've got the lovely anemones, and you've got hydrangeas, and all of this background, rather than it being a sort of like, you know, vintage photo creamy paper, it's a slightly tinted pink shade. And then you've got the multi-rabbits, and there you've got them spring glams, which is really, really cute. And then you've just got script, great for doing tags and stuff. And then we go into the vintage background, and you've got the blue hydrangea, and then back to pink again. Little bunny script. I hope I'm not all blurred. And then we've got this great lace one. That's really, really lovely. I absolutely love that. I'm going to remember that one's in that pack so that I can use it, because it'll look great, I think, with the thing that I got for myself. And there you've got a little sleeping bunny. I think that goes that way around with his carrots. That's really, really cute. And then we've got hydrangeas and flowers. If you love your shabby chic and your vintage styles, these are just absolutely gorgeous. Anemones again. Just so pretty. And I was sent another one, which is the L'Amour. And you've got vintage girls again. Valentine, lovey-dovey, or any year, any time of the year, really. I mean, love is all year round. And there you've got the Victorian style hands that used to always be clasping little notes and things. And you've also got vintage teacups. And that is on the sort of like vintage photo, creamy old paper type background. And what I'll have to do here is to keep these separate is put the package down. And let's have a look what we've got in here. We'll just have a quick flick through. So we've got rose wreaths. We've got 2 of those. You've got sort of like correspondence and postcards and roses. This is really lovely. And then that's the cover there. But you've got a little fairy. Other images, great images. I think that one's from a cigar wrapper. And then you've got those vintage Valentine style cards. Pieces of ephemera. As I say, you know, just awesome for cutting out tags. And then here you've got a vintage teacup. And other little pieces to cut out. Great for the you know, the film slides that I love. And in fact, Panalisa actually does a film slide as well. But for popping little images like that in there. Because, you know, it is really nice. I have to be honest with you. It's really, really nice to send happy mail. It really is. But if you're buying something that you think is really lovely, make yourself a nice big chunky journal with lots of pockets and envelopes, and cut them up and keep the pieces that you love. And when you're making, just get it out, you know, and use your favourite stamps on your pages, and you enjoy it as well, because that's what I do. I do love to send happy mail, but a lot of the stuff that I buy because I like it, and I make stuff that I end up keeping, and it does tend to be, you know, sort of bookish, so that I can open it up and I can get the little bits and pieces out of the pockets that I enjoy looking at. Right, this one is Easter, and it's a vintage Easter, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those little vintage chicks up there with the little bell and the Easter eggs falling out. Absolutely wonderful. You get 2 of those, and you get 2 of these with the little chicks in the baskets. It's just fabulous. And look at the rabbit. Oh, I love that. And then these, you know, absolute nostalgia. How gorgeous is that going to look on a tag? And then you've got the bunny there and another little chick. Absolutely wonderful. And then you've got it as a smaller background image, the little chicks with the bell. I'm going to try and correct my camera. Let's see if I can come up here. There we go. And then we have a little chick coming out of an egg. Beautiful, this one, for a journal page. Love that. 2 of those. And then you've got these gorgeous roses and maps. 2 of those again. And this is all on the sort of like vintage old paper type background. More of your Easter chicks. And just peeling the pages apart here, trying not to miss any. We've got 2 of the print ephemera. And then we've got rabbits. There's 2 of these on that gorgeous hydrangea background again. And then who doesn't love that rabbit? I mean, that rabbit is an absolute classic. It really is a vintage classic. You see so many things with that rabbit, and I am pretty sure that I have seen that rabbit as a stamp, and if I can find it, I will link it below. And I think it's a kind of humorous Easter stamp, and it's holding a wanted sign. So if I find it, I will link it. But it's really, really cute. Because, of course, I almost live on AliExpress. I'm always looking for all the new stuff, so I can link it below. And then we have bunnies and roses. And you've got a second one of that, which, you know, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Even that. Love it. Right, those are my paper packs, and I'm reaching back down into the envelope, and I'm going to show you what I love so much I wanted. And so here it is. They are acetate pieces that are printed with lace, and I'm going to get them all out, why not? And she says, I've left a few in the bag. I'm just trying to peel them off. Right, got those. And as you can see, they are clear acetate. Now, why did I want them so badly that I paid for them? I do buy a lot of stuff, but, you know, on a design team package, you usually get sent what you get sent. So I bought these to make sure that I would get them. Now, you get a piece that peels off, that once you've removed that, you've got the wonderful crystal clear, clean clarity of the item. Now, I'm going to pop that back, because if you look at the size of that, and I'm going to measure it, what an absolutely fabulous shaker window. I mean, if you're using a narrow foam, that is almost 6 inches. Or if you can cut a foam piece using your frame dies. Did you see that there? I'm going to say that's 4 inch. I'm going to say that is 6 by 4 inches. And it doesn't matter then if you see clear, clean white foam beneath the lace, or whatever colour that you wanted to build up underneath, and just show that underneath, you know, the print of your lace there. In fact, I'm going to use it tomorrow, so you'll get to see exactly what I mean. But these are just absolutely stunning. And in the pack there are 2 large ones, but there's a different pattern on this lace piece. I've gone and stuck 2 of my other ones down there, which I didn't mean to. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 circles for doing apertures. Just use your circle dies, and once again, cut a couple of circle frames. If you've got no foam, do your shaker and pop that on top. I mean, this is the kind of shaker, you know, for Valentine's or wedding or a really special birthday, and adding even pressed flowers behind this. Or if you've got no pressed flowers and you've got the acetate flowers, which are very similar to these, you can pop those behind over a gorgeous piece of paper. I mean, you know, if I take this smaller frame here and put it over Bunzi there, you get to see what I mean. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love them. And there are more rectangles, and there is a smaller circle. But if I measure the larger circle for you, the rectangle I'm going to say is 6 by 4, and I'm going to say these are 4 inches, and then the smaller rectangle, 3.5 inches. But you know, if you've done a lot of stamping and what have you, or you've used a lot of beautiful ephemera on a book cover, you can just cut into the book cover and build another panel up behind using your foam, and you've got a shaker window on your book cover that doesn't take up the entire surface, if you know what I mean. It just adds a little bit of interest. It could be that you've got a little bit of a bird's nest and a little faux egg or something down there, and little birds, and then a few dried flowers that are just embedded into your book cover, and then that on top just to protect it. But you know, I'm whittering on a bit now, but I think you get the idea that I love them. Right, what else is in my bag? I'm grabbing everything now. Right, so Panalisa sent me some pearls, which will go very nicely with some of those frames actually, and they're in a sky blue colour, and she always sends me little packs of these. They're like little gifts, and you get origami papers as well. So she has sent me one of my favourites, donuts. Look at the size of that set. I mean, that's huge. Going to be making that for tomorrow, and you've got all the elements. You've got your squiggly icing and your drippy icing, and just really, really lovely. Great embellishment. So I've got the donuts, I've got the oven mitt, and I think this might be a little teddy bear chef. That looks like a chef's hat to me, and he's popping out of the little, you know, pot holder, the little oven mitt there. So that's really cute. And then I've got the pen quill with the ink bottle, which is down there. And then I've got a little pet jar, which is can be a little shaker if you want it to be, but it's got all the little doggy bones, and you've got the little dog paw label to go on that. So that's a great one for dog lovers. And then I've got the glitter shaker jars, which are really cute. You've got all stars and circles, so you can actually cut your own confetti to go inside of those bottles. And then I think that might be an ice cream cup. You've got a lid, you've got whipped cream. It could also be a coffee cup. And then I definitely have a coffee cup, and that's a great one for Valentine's Day for a coffee lover, because you've got all the hearts, you've got the whipped cream, and you've got your little stirrer there. Also got the saucer, and this one's really sweet. I mean, you can cut ephemera again and then cut a plain label using your favourite little bits, and gorgeous soda bottles. Just gorgeous. Just use your really retro colours to do them, and you've got your cherries, and there's your label, and there's all your little soda bubbles. If I turn it over, you can see you've got all your little bubbles there. And then we have a Polaroid, because yeah, you know me, Polaroids, film slides, and away I go. And we've got our Kissy XO, and we've got love, and we've got hearts. So I think I'm going to be using the Valentine paper with that, and hoarding it for myself. Yeah. Don't forget, when you're buying all this stuff, that there's a reason you buy it, and it's because you love it. And if you want to share it, that's absolutely fine, and it's great to share. But, you know, don't just keep it there thinking that you've got to use it for everybody else. Treat yourself and make yourself something. Now, this one, a little doggy, and that's really cute. So I'm going to have to do that. And who doesn't love a good retro gumball machine? And what a great size. So I'm going to make that so that we can get an absolute definitive of how big that is. And then I am pretty sure that this is a gnome with a mushroom and a big Easter egg. So I'm going to try for that one as well because it's nice big pieces. And then Panalisa, she watches my YouTube channel and she knows I love cameras. So there is a nice big retro Instamatic. That is gorgeous. And if I go back in here for the Polaroid, that can come out of there quite easily. So that can be something that you can put a little tab or something, or just slide it up inside your card. So I'll try and use those two together so that you can see what I mean, so that you can have a photo or whatever it is you want and you can pop it in there and pull it out. Try and make it vintage style. Right, that is what I've got for you today, and I'm trying, really trying to get the blurriness away from the camera. There we go. We can see the pile in all its shining glory. Right, as usual, all links are below. Have an absolutely awesome day, and I'll be up tomorrow with projects. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.